guys, and welcome to Makeup History of the 1920s. The Roaring Twenties. This is kind of the era where I think most people start to really have a typical makeup in their head for this period. Wow, what a sentence. The 20s have an iconic look that most people know. So from now on we're starting to kind of, go into more recognizable makeup looks, and the 20s kind of marked a revolution for women in the way that they acted, the way that they looked, the freedoms that they had. Nowadays the most iconic look for the 20s I think is probably the look of the flapper girls. With the little dresses, fringy dresses, short hair, bonnets and the heavy makeup and everything, kind of the free lifestyle. But flapper girls were actually looked down upon, as pretty much any subculture is throughout all the ages. And that's because these girls were considered to, be too free. They didn't have the same morals as people did before. They partied, they drank in public, they smoked. They weren't as strict with their relationships as women used to be, and it was just a very free kind of party college lifestyle that they led. That was kind of frowned down upon, and one of the things that was also frowned down upon was their liberal use of makeup. Flapper girls took a lot of inspiration from the movie stars, from the black and white movies, when it came to their makeup, and they applied heavy makeup, especially in the night during the parties. They would wear a lot of makeup, which still wasn't, as much as makeup was becoming popular and more of an everyday thing, too much makeup still wasn't, the decent thing to do. That being said, the 20s are the era where makeup actually became acceptable for everyday wear, and it was something for regular women to wear. Before this, before the 20s, makeup was often something that was only worn by women of the stage or of the night, and in general, women on the street wouldn't want to associate with either of those. So in the 20s, makeup is actually starting to become big, accepted, and widely used by any woman. This development also brought with it the change in how makeup was used. Before this, makeup was worn in general to kind of discreetly accentuate natural beauty. So usually just a little bit of blush, some lipstick on the lips, just a little bit, and this was pretty much done throughout all of history. Makeup was worn discreetly to enhance natural beauty. In the 20s, makeup started to be used to actually change the shape of the face. So people started experimenting with, kind of contouring and shaping of the lips and different shapes and how they could change their face, which is something that was never done before. And this could only be done because people kind of accepted that others were able to see that you were wearing makeup. Modern makeup, as we know it now, kind of started being developed in the 1910s, and in the 1920s, the development carried on. But the quality of the makeup still wasn't that great, and there wasn't that wide of a range available, so especially colors. So many women walked around with powder on their face that just didn't match their skin properly, and it was all very obvious. But women didn't really mind because it was allowed to be obvious, finally, so they wore it with pride. Still, however, actresses wore way more makeup than regular women on the street. I mean, that's still the case, right? Most people don't go out on the street with a full glamorous red carpet look on their face every day. So what I'm wearing today is kind of like the nighttime look of a regular woman, maybe something that a flapper girl would wear on a more regular basis. So today I'm going to show you how to achieve this 20s inspired look with modern products, so let's get going. First of all, I'm going to take a white face powder, because that is still the thing, guys. The paler the better. And now, of course, the iconic 20s eyebrow. Now, the really heavy overplucked eyebrow didn't become popular until the 30s. In the 20s, women kind of, this kind of started and then it took flight in the 30s. So eyebrows were plucked into a high arch and then drawn, kind of extended downwards to kind of make a sad, droopy eyebrow. I wanted to keep my normal, 2015 eyebrows, so hope you don't mind, I didn't pluck mine. And I'm just drawing an extended line downwards towards my temple to kind of give the feel of a 20s eyebrow without actually ruining my own eyebrows. So next I'm going to take a blush, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers, and I'm going to make a little circle on the apples of my cheeks. Blush was applied in circles right there in this area, so that's where I'm going to place it. And next up is eyeshadow. Now, mostly eyeshadow was worn in black or a dark grey, and what women also would do is wear the same color of their eyes. So if you had brown eyes, you would wear brown eyeshadow, blue eyes, blue eyeshadow. So pretty much the opposite of what we do today. So I'm just going to go for a dark grey mixed with some black to make kind of a charcoaly color, and that is going to go all over the moving parts of my eyelid and into the crease just ever so slightly. So when the eyeshadow is done, I'm going to take a kohl pencil and line my eyes with this, top and bottom. And then I'm going to apply some mascara on my top lashes. So for the lips, I'm going to draw that iconic lip shape. Now this was actually mostly worn by actresses. Women on the street would wear their lips more naturally, although the trend was to, you know, kind of go for this cupid's bow shape and a little bit of a thinner lip than you maybe naturally have. So I'm going to take a lip liner pencil because that actually gives a very matte finish, and lipstick was definitely matte back then. So I'm just going to draw that pointy cupid's bow and then draw my lip down a little bit thinner than my natural lip. And I'm going to keep my lower lip natural as it is. And then fill that in. And that is it for the 1920s, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Next week we are going to go into 1930s. And I really have to figure out something to do with my eyebrows. It's gonna be some serious business. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!